And the disadvantages are that it can be difficult to determine outcome and it can be biased from limited accuracy. Plus, you only get present day data, so you can't compare it against data that's been collected in the past or data that will be collected in future. Next is longitudinal. And longitudinal is again based around observation, but you'll be measuring the same variable over a longer period of time. Well, this can be anything, it can be months, potentially even years. So the research itself does not influence the participants, as this will lead to invalidation of what you collect. And it will show you developments and changes over a certain period of time within the groups or the people that are taking part in it. Whether it's one person or a group, it doesn't matter. So this can show you changes of behavior over time, and they're not just present changes, they're changes that happen over time, so gradual changes. And depending on how you manipulate the study, it can bring you qualitative or quantitative data, whichever you want to go for. Disadvantages of this are that it's extremely time consuming to carry out due to the time scale of the observation. It can take years if you want it to. It's also extremely expensive because of this reason, and a large sample size is required for the same reason. There's also comparative. Comparative is when two or more subjects with similar characteristics are compared to identify more information about them, or all of them. Advantages of this being, it can help you increase your understanding of relationships between two groups. It's quick, it's cheap, it's easy to conduct, and the only disadvantages of it really are that it may be difficult to compare what you aim to compare. So it might be difficult to find exactly what you want to study twice in a row and then compare from there. That might be difficult to do. Now, correlational is this type of data looks at the relationship between two variables that cannot be manipulated, but it can show how one variable affects another variable. So, advantages of this are, it allows you to collect more data than experiments. It opens up new opportunities for people to do other research following on from your own. This can help to expand on certain points that you achieve during your experiment. It can take place in a natural setting, which can make the results of the experiment more valid and reliable, since it's truer to real life. And it is more applicable to everyday life. So again, for the same reasons, the results are more valid, more reliable. However, it comes with its drawbacks. You must have a lot of participants in it for the results to be valid and coefficient, meaning if you lack the numbers, then chances are the results won't be as valid as if you had more. And also, it doesn't show how or why things happen, simply just that they do. So, what is qualitative research? So qualitative data, in comparison to quantitative data, is usually descriptive, rather than being numerical. And this can include opinions, perspectives, and is generally more subjective and opinion-based than quantitative data, which tends to be more objective or fact-based. So the most common form of qualitative data are open-ended questionnaire responses or conversational analysis, for example, because they bring on your own opinions. Qualitative data can't actually be measured. There are things that are different from person to person, like opinions, looks, other things that can't be definite. So, advantages and disadvantages of qualitative data. Advantages are, the data can be flexible. There can be a range of structures when you're performing analysis. You can gain data that you didn't expect, which will aid in giving you a broader picture. And when you are analyzing, body language, pace and pitch of voices can be assessed as they occur. This can aid in finding out what you want to find out from people. Disadvantages, however. Interpersonal variables can affect results. You need to build rapport and trust between you and the participants in order to get what you need. Also, the quality can depend on the participants' responses and the questions provided, meaning if you're not skilled in what you're looking for, then likely you will not find what you're looking for. It does bring up some ethical issues as well, one of them being privacy and consent. Privacy cannot be guaranteed to the participants in these events because most likely what you'll be performing will be face-to-face. You cannot protect their information since you'll likely be probing for more of it. And also,